Hello, dear fans, friends, and subscribers. This is your host Ram, welcoming you to your daily edition of the cricket show, Cricket Happenings. On this particular cricket show, what I have for you is the Indian Premier League 2019 matches. Two matches were played today, and the match which was really something that Sunrisers Hyderabad would be definitely ruining is because from a position where they were 101 for 2 at one stage in 13.1 overs, they collapsed to 116 all out. So with a space of 15 runs, they went on to lose all their 8 wickets, and they were bowled out for 116. This was in reply to Delhi Capitals 155 for 7, which was considered a modest score at Hyderabad, and the Delhi Capitals walked away with a victory. They won the match by 39 runs, and this happens to be the third consecutive victory now for Delhi Capitals. And if you go look at the current standings, Chennai Super Kings definitely on the pole position, no doubt about it, and closely following them is Delhi Capitals. So we'll have a look at that match, and then the Kolkata Knight Riders were playing the Chennai Super Kings, and this is the match where Chennai Super Kings went on the pole position and they're on the top of the table. As Chennai Super Kings won the match by 5 wickets, which I will be talking about, and also on the international circuit, Zimbabwe have won the 4-match ODI series against the United Arab Emirates in the United Arab Emirates after winning this match in a very easy manner, as Zimbabwe making 307 for 4, with Sean Williams registering a century, and the United Arab Emirates were bowled out for 176, with Zimbabwe winning the match by a huge margin of 131 runs. But first, we will go to that exciting match which I was talking about, where things really went pear-shaped for Sunrisers Hyderabad. So let's have a look at that and see what really happened there. Now, Delhi Capitals were the ones who actually batted first. The start was not good. In fact, today we saw Khalil Ahmed, the left-arm pace bowler, returning back to the Sunrisers Hyderabad, especially considering that there was some zip in the pitch. They decided, and it was a good move because Khalil Ahmed went on to pick up 3 wickets. In fact, he knocked off Prithvi Shaw first with a ball that moved away. He edged it. It was caught by Barrister for 4 or 5 balls. And Shikhar Dhawan was given a bouncer on the halfway of the pitch. And Shikhar Dhawan, trying to pull the ball, only managed to get the top splice of the bat, one could say, as the ball went into the air, and Kumar took the catch, and Dhawan was out for 7, and Khalil Ahmed had struck some big blows there to reduce the Delhi Capitals to 20 for 2 in the 4th over. Now, Colin Munro, at the other hand, was striking the ball very well. At the other hand, it was Shreyas Iyer, the captain, and both actually took the score along to 69, and that was the time one saw that the spinner was introduced. Now, Abhishek Sharma is just 18 years of age. He's a wrist spinner, and he was introduced. I think he was. I'm just trying to see that. Sorry, I'm very sorry about that. Abhishek Sharma was the wrist spinner, was introduced into the attack, and Colin Munro immediately gave him the treatment by smacking him for a 6. But today, Abhishek Sharma in the IPL showed a different variation of bowling. It was something that other bowlers would also take note of. What he did is that he bowled something which we can call it a backspin leg cutter. Leg cutter is normally the ball that goes away from the batsman, and this is what Abhishek Sharma did, and he totally befuddled Colin Munro, who was down the wicket trying to hoik him, and in the process missed it altogether. In fact, he was beaten because the ball straightened and went past the edge of the bat. He hit the edge of the bat of Colin Munro, and it was Barristow actually taking the catch behind the stump. So Munro was out for 40 of 24 deliveries, which included 4 fours and 3 sixes. After that, Shreyas Iyer was still there at the crease. He was joined in by Rishabh Pant, and Shreyas Iyer himself, after making 45 of 40 deliveries with 5 fours, fell a victim to the bowling of Kumar. Barristow once again getting into the picture as it was short ball, edged it, and it was a goner. So Rishabh Pant came in. Rishabh Pant made 23 of 19 with 3 fours. Now Khalil Ahmed came back for his second spell, and once again Pant, as you know, he has hit one-handed sixes in this IPL. Today it was a low full toss. Once again Pant wanted to hit it. He actually hit it with one hand, and he gave a very simple catch to long on. So Pant was out for 23. Morris was bowled by Rashid Khan for 4, and in the end Akshar Patel made an unbeaten 14 of 11 with 1 4. Kimo Paul 7, Rabada not out 2, and it was the end of the Delhi Capitals innings. They were restricted to 155 for 7. If you look at the bowling card, B. Kumar 4 overs 2 for 33, but Khalil Ahmed coming back into the side, 4 overs 3 for 30. Sandeep Sharma 4 overs none for 30. Deepak Hooda none for 8. Abhishek Sharma, as I said, just bowled that solitary over in which he took a wicket of Colin Munro 1 for 10. Vijay Shankar 2 overs none for 17. Rashid Khan 4 overs 1 for 22. Now Sunrisers Hyderabad were facing a modest total of 155 odd, and they had to get 156 to win. Now, as you know, Sunrisers Hyderabad, the main strength originates from the openers, David Vaughan and Jonathan Barristow, who have definitely set up a very sound base for the other batsmen. And today too, it was a similar situation. They set up a very, very sound base by getting a partnership of 72 in 10 overs, almost 9.5 overs to be precise. So they really did a good job with the bowling, with the Delhi Capitals bowling definitely wilting under the pressure of the strokes that Barristow and Warner were playing. But it all started with Barristow. The first wicket of Kimo Paul was the one who was bowling in the right areas today, and this was a ball which was bowled wide, but Barristow went at it hard, and long on Rabada taking the catch. So Barristow was caught. Rabada bowled Paul for 41 of 31 deliveries, 5 fours and 1 6. So at that time the score read 72 for 1 in 9.5 overs. Williamson coming back into the match after that injury. The captain could not last much as it was once again the bowling of Rabada, but it was an excellent catch taken by Rabada at the mid-off region. It was a well-discussed slower delivery from Kimo Paul. He went on to the lofted drive, and it was he actually spooned the delivery, and Rabada had to really dive to take the catch, and Williamson was caught. Rabada bowled Paul 3. Now the score at 101 for 2, and even though the 78 for 2, sorry, and then the wicket of Bui fell. Once again, Paul was in the mix. So Paul was the one who started making things happen for the Delhi Capitals, as he picked up the wicket of Ricky Bui, caught Patel, bowled Paul, again a slower ball. So basically he used the slower ball to great effect today, Kimo Paul, and Bui wanted to actually put it into the spectators, I reckon, and he was caught by Patel of the bowling of Paul for 7. So, but the good thing was that even though they were losing wickets, they had David Warner on the other end. But David Warner was also a goner. Once again, this time it was Rabada who picked up the wicket. Barristow making 41, as I said, of 31 balls, 5 fours and 1 6. And David Warner was also a goner, but this time the David Warner, it was a slower ball. Again, the slower ball was working wonders today. Kimo Paul was getting all the wickets from slower balls, and this was the big wicket that Delhi Capitals needed, and they got it. Actually, with the slower ball, Warner tried to hit him over the mid-off region, and he was gone, caught by Iyer after making 51 of 47. But no one realized, even though at that time, if you look at the score, 106 for 4, but from 101 for 2 in 11.4 overs, one would have definitely expected the Delhi Capitals to go, the Sunrisers Hyderabad to go into the match, especially considering that these two batsmen, the opening batsman, had set up a sound base by cracking 72 runs for the first wicket. And after that, to go and lose 8 wickets for 15 runs, according to me, is insane. But it happened. Kane Williamson was gone, so from here on, Vijay Shankar came in. Vijay Shankar, trying to pull a ball from Rabada, was caught by Pant. He was gone for 1. Huda lost his stumps to Morris for 3, and Morris suddenly, in one particular over, he went on to pick up 3 wickets. He knocked off Huda for 3. He got Abhishek Sharma caught by Paul for 2, and Rashid Khan was caught Paul Morris. So 3 wickets to Morris in that over, and the score for the Sunrisers Hyderabad, they were 110 for 7, 112 for 8 when Abhishek Sharma went away, and then it was just a matter of cleaning it up. Bhuvneshwar Kumar was caught and bowled Rabada for 2. Khalil Ahmed bowled Rabada for 0. Sandeep Sharma not out 1, and a spectacular collapse from the Sunrisers Hyderabad batting, as they collapsed from 101 for 2 at one stage to 116 all out, thus losing the match by 39 runs. An insane performance, one thought, from Sunrisers Hyderabad, especially considering that after David Warner and Jonathan Bairstow had given them a wonderful start of 72 runs for the first wicket. And after that, there is nobody who could enter the double figures other than Jonathan Bairstow and David Warner. So that tells you everything. And as far as the bowling was concerned, Ishan Sharma throws none for anything, but Rabada, 3.5 overs, no making 22 runs and 4 wickets. But Kimo Paul was the man who really made it happen. 4 overs, no making 3 for 17. Morris did a good job, so it was a total team effort there. Morris 3 overs, none for 3 for 22. 2 overs for 23 for Akshar Patel, and Amit Mishra 3 overs, none for 13. And there was no doubt Kimo Paul was the man of the match. So that is as far as that particular match is concerned. Now we go on to the next match, which is the Kolkata Knight Riders, who were taking on the Chennai Super Kings. So Chennai Super Kings were the ones who actually went on to bat first, and they were in trouble right away, as Sunil Narine, who came in. Sorry, I'm very sorry about that. Kolkata Knight Riders were the ones who actually batted first and totted up 161 for 8. Lynn making a very, very good contribution at the top of the order. Lynn making a very good contribution, as I said, at the top of the order, with 82 runs to his name, which was good to see. Other than that, Chris Lynn, 82 of 51 deliveries, which included 7 fours and 6 sixes. So Kolkata Knight Riders, Lynn was completely into some great form there with this big hitting. Sunil Narine was a victim of Santner for 2. Nitesh Rana. Now, as far as the Kolkata Knight Riders were concerned, they were really up against a class bowler, none other than the leggy Imran Tahir. Imran Tahir kept on taking wickets with some brilliant catches taken, I thought, by Duplessis, especially if you look at the card there. Nitesh Rana caught Duplessis, bowled Imran Tahir, 21 of 18 deliveries, 3 fours. Robin Uthappa caught Duplessis, bowled Imran Tahir for naught of 1 ball. He was out to the very first ball for Imran Tahir. Karthik caught Duplessis, so he actually took some very important wickets in the middle stage. Also went on to dismiss Chris Lynn, caught by Thakur of him for 82 of 51 deliveries, 7 fours and 6 sixes to Chris Lynn. Now, if you look at the card there, Nitesh Rana tried to hit a delivery from Tahir, and it was caught at long on. Robin Uthappa, the very first delivery was gone. It was a leg break, but it went straighter. Normally, Robin Uthappa is a very, very good player of spin, but here it was definitely different. I don't know, and Du Plessis, as I said, took a very good catch. And Dinesh Karthik was also done in. Dinesh Karthik's wicket was taken by Shardul Thakur as a good change of pace by Shardul Thakur. It was a knuckle ball. Karthik went for it, and once again Du Plessis was into business. Andre Russell made only 10 runs. He hit 1 6 and 1 4. But this is the first time that I thought in IPL that Andre Russell failed with the bat. Other than that, as we all know, he has been red hot form. Shubman Gill was out for 15, the bowling of Thakur. Chawla not out 4, Kuldeep Yadav ran out. And the final tally for the Kolkata Knight Riders was 161 for 8. Look at the bowling. Chahar 4 was none for 36. Shardul Thakur, I thought, really gave a very good account of himself today. As you know, he has been leaking a lot of runs, but today he was totally economy personified. 4 overs 2 for 18. Saturn 1 for 30. Jadeja 4 overs none for 49. Imran Tahir was the pick of the bowlers. 4 overs no maiden 4 for 27. For Chennai Super Kings, they got their victory. It was not so easy. They lost Watson to Gurney LBW for 6. Du Plessis contributed 24 of 16 with 5 boundaries. And Suresh Raina was the man who actually held the innings together when the wickets started falling pretty quickly. Ambati Raidu was out for Chawla for 5. Kedar Jadhav fell for 20 of 12 balls, 3 fours and 1 6. And Dhoni himself was a victim of the bowling of Sunil Narine for 16. And now, and this was the time when it looked a bit of a shaky situation when Dhoni was out. The score at 121 for 5 in the 16th over. So there was still some work to be done. 41 runs were required, but the good thing was that Suresh Raina, the cool batsman, was there at the crease, and he and Jadeja actually nurtured them to victory. Raina was not around 58 of 42 deliveries, 7 fours and 1 6. Jadeja was not around 31 of 17 deliveries, 5 fours in that knock, but it was not so easy. They had to really work hard. The victory came only in the final over. Prasidh Krishna, 4 overs none for 30. Gunni 1 for 37. Russell none for 16. Sunil Narine, for after a long time, one could say, really bowled in a miserly manner that he is known for. 4 overs 1 minute 2 for 19. Kuldeep Yadav 3 overs none for 28. And Chawla 3.4 overs no maiden 2 for 32. Sorry dear fans, I know my throat is a bit sore here, but as you know, I always love doing this cricket show, and that's the precise reason I'm here. So let's talk about some international match here now. As talking about the time, we are talking about Zimbabwe versus United Arab Emirates, and Zimbabwe have completed their series win, ODI series win against United Arab Emirates, with one more match to come, I reckon. So 3-0. And if you look at the card, Zimbabwe put up a big total on the board of 307 for 4, which was definitely built on that century from Sean Williams. Not out on 109 of 84 deliveries, 7 fours and 3 sixes. Solomon Meyer made 40 of 59, 6 fours. Regis Chakabwa, who the other day played a good knock, was out very cheaply for just 1 run. Craig Irvine making 64 of 71, 5 fours, 3 sixes. Sikandar Raza making 18 of 26, but Peter Moore, the captain, was not out on 58 of 52 deliveries with 4 fours and 2 sixes, and Zimbabwe put up a score of 307 for 4. Now, looking at the bowling there, as far as the United Arab Emirates were concerned, Mohammad Naveed 1 for 42, Qadir Ahmed Nan was 257, Zahir Khan 1 for 62, Rohan Mustafa was costly 1 for 67, Imran Haider was for 51. And as far as United Arab Emirates were concerned, they reached the target. United Arab Emirates were bowled out for 176, as I said. There's nothing to really talk about. Ashfaq Ahmed was out for 1. Rohan Mustafa and again Jarvis and Pofu were the ones who did the early damage to put them on the back foot quite early. And then Rizwan and Mohammad Usman and Anwar were the only I would say, principal contributors. Rizwan made 47 of 102, 3 4. Shaiman Anwar, the consistent player from United Arab Emirates, 27 of 39, 4 fours, 1 6. Usman got it the act today, 49 of 74. And that's it, nothing else to really talk about. The leg spinner Ryan Bull, Ryan Bull went on to pick up 4 wickets for 32, 6.2 overs, 2 for 44 for second to Raza, 1 for 16 for Trepano. Sean Williams bowled a full quota of overs today, 10 overs, 4 maidens, none for 34. Jarvis is always special, 7 overs, 2 minutes to 20. Pofu did a good job, 1 for 29, game over. And as I said, that was the 4-match series, with only 1 to go. So here you have just 1 more match to go and salvage some prestige for themselves against in front of their home fans, with the 4th final and final one-day international coming up. Well, dear fans and subscribers, that really sums up my cricket show for today. With my next cricket broadcast that would be coming up tomorrow. And this being said, it's time for me to really sign off from this show for this on a Sunday. Thank you, and I hope you all enjoyed this broadcast. Thank you.